Is your penis not as firm as it used to be? And have you spent money on supplements that didn't work? You're not alone. The truth the supplement industry doesn't want you to know is that it's not about how many supplements you take, but which ones and how. You don't need exotic formulas or dangerous drugs. The secret lies in 3 specific essential vitamins that, when used correctly, can restore your erections, boost your testosterone levels, and reignite your cellular energy. That's exactly what I'm going to break down for you. I'll show you how to distinguish a potent vitamin from a useless one, the right way to take them for maximum absorption, and, most importantly, we'll expose the biggest mistake men like you make that wastes money, so every cent invested in your health delivers real results. All right, now that you know what's at stake, let's dive into the first essential vitamin that can completely transform your performance. I'm Dr. Jane, and here at Male Secret 60 Plus, our mission is to give you the knowledge to live with vigor at any age. But before we reveal this first secret, a crucial step for your revitalization journey. If you're not yet part of our community, click the subscribe button now and turn on the bell. That way, you'll ensure you don't miss any of the science-based solutions we'll share here. The first vitamin on our list is one you've probably heard of, but for the wrong reason. Forget the idea that it's just about fertility. For men over 60, its real power lies in strength and circulation. That vitamin is vitamin E. Think of vitamin E as the personal bodyguard for your arteries. As a fat-soluble antioxidant, it positions itself exactly where the battle happens, in the oily membranes of your cells, defending the delicate lining of your blood vessels. It intercepts and neutralizes free radicals, the villains that cause inflammation and hardening. When your vessels are protected, they stay flexible and elastic. This allows blood to flow with full force. And remember this: a strong, reliable erection is nothing more than a river of blood flowing without obstacles. When vitamin E is lacking, that protection vanishes. Your arteries lose flexibility, blood flow is choked, and the firmness you seek just doesn't happen. How does this translate to your daily life? It's simple. Many men who correct their vitamin E levels start noticing stronger, longer-lasting morning erections, a clear sign that circulation is improving. At the same time, behind the scenes, vitamin E is optimizing your testosterone factory. And healthy testosterone is the engine of your motivation, strength, and sense of purpose. The sad irony is that many men try to fix this by buying the wrong vitamin E. They grab the synthetic version, D-L-alpha tocopherol, off the shelf without knowing it's a bad deal. Imagine your body has specific locks for vitamin E. The synthetic form has 7 wrong keys for every right one. That's why it's so ineffective. For real results, you need the right key, the natural form, labeled as D-alpha tocopherol or mixed tocopherols. But the true gold standard, without a doubt, is getting this vitamin directly from food. While this video gives you the what, I want to share a resource that explains the why and offers a powerful, natural solution. It's a video presentation I believe is essential for any man concerned about his sexual health. It reveals a bizarrely simple, 60-second homemade remedy designed to address what new science suggests is the true root cause of many male performance issues. This isn't about masking symptoms. It's a 100% natural approach to restoring your youthful hardness and stamina. I strongly encourage you to watch it. I'll leave the direct link in the pinned comment below this video. Go ahead and open that link in a new tab so you can watch it right after we're done here. Now, let's get practical. How do you incorporate this vitamin into your daily routine? The best sources are the simplest. Think almonds, sunflower seeds, wheat germ, and green leafy vegetables, especially spinach. They provide vitamin E in its most bioavailable form, ready for your body to use. But here's a detail that makes all the difference. Vitamin E is fat-soluble, meaning it needs a ride from healthy fats to be well absorbed. So it's essential to consume it with a meal that contains them. It doesn't have to be complicated. Here's an example. A handful of almonds, about 20 to 25, is already a powerful dose of vitamin E. It's as simple as keeping a bag of them on your desk. And to give your breakfast a boost and start the day with your engine revved up. Speaking of that breakfast boost, it's simpler than you think. Sprinkle a tablespoon of sunflower seeds or wheat germ over your Greek yogurt, oats, or cereal. Another powerful option is a simple spinach salad for lunch. But here's the secret that separates those who get results from those who don't. Remember, vitamin E is fat-soluble. It needs fat to be absorbed. That means your spinach salad needs a good olive oil-based dressing. Think of the olive oil's fat as the key that unlocks the cage of vitamin E in the spinach, releasing it for your body to use. Eating spinach plain, without that fat, won't give you the same benefit. Now, an important warning. There's a strong case that high-dose vitamin E supplementation can be unnecessary and, in some cases, even risky. The most famous evidence supporting this comes from the SELECT study, a major trial on cancer prevention with selenium and vitamin E. The results of that study were a game changer. It was stopped early because the data showed something concerning. Taking a high dose of 400 IU per day of synthetic vitamin E, the infamous DL-alpha tocopherol, was linked to a real, measurable increase in prostate cancer risk. This forces us to think twice before grabbing the strongest bottle on the shelf. And that brings me to a question for you. Imagine two 45-year-old men. The first, man A, focuses on a diet rich in natural vitamin E sources like nuts, seeds, and spinach. The second, man B, eats whatever's convenient, but is disciplined about taking a high-quality natural vitamin E supplement every day. Who would you bet will have better vascular and hormonal health in 10 or 20 years? And why? So, what's the takeaway from all this? Vitamin E is without a doubt absolutely crucial for your blood flow, the quality of your erections, and your testosterone function. But here's your action plan. Step 1. Always prioritize whole food sources first. Your food should be your first line of defense. Step 2. If you choose to supplement, be smart. Pick a natural form with mixed tocopherols. Step 3. And most importantly, don't fall into the trap that a massive dose is better. Quality trumps quantity. Now I want to hear from you. Please comment below and talk to me. Tell me which vitamin E source you'll add to your routine this week. And know this. After a few weeks of incorporating more nuts and seeds or switching to a quality natural supplement, many men report a noticeable improvement in their physical stamina and even an uplift in mood. Now that we've covered how vitamin E protects your arteries, we need to talk about the engine, because having the best roads doesn't help if the car's out of gas. Energy doesn't just come from circulation. It comes from your body's ability to turn food into fuel. And that's where our second vitamin takes center stage. Answer honestly, do you wake up tired even after 8 hours of sleep? Do you feel your mind is foggy during the day, or notice tingling or numbness in your hands or feet? These aren't just signs of aging. They're classic warning signs of a vitamin B12 deficiency. The world's leading health institutes confirm that B12 is essential for producing quality red blood cells and maintaining the integrity of the sheath that protects your nerves. And here's a fascinating fact. This vitamin, also called cobalamin, is produced by microorganisms. We get it by eating animal products or fortified foods. Now, before you think, I eat steak so I'm safe, hold on. There's a critical detail most men don't know. Here's where the conversation gets serious, and it becomes a personal story for millions of men who have no idea they're at risk. The problem is rarely what you put on your plate. The problem is absorption. Your body simply stops being able to extract B12 from food. This happens because of an extremely common condition called atrophic gastritis. To give you an idea, renowned biochemist Dr. Donald B. McCormick estimated that up to 30% of adults over 50 suffer from it and don't even know. It's a silent, dangerous part of aging. But there's an even more common trigger. Answer this for yourself. Do you take any medication for acid reflux or heartburn? Drugs like proton pump inhibitors, famous names like Prilosec, Nexium, and others, work by drastically reducing stomach acid. What they don't tell you on the label is that, in doing so, they severely impair your ability to absorb vitamin B12, creating a deficiency you'd never connect to your heartburn medication. And this trap isn't limited to heartburn drugs. The same happens with metformin, a cornerstone in blood sugar control. Imagine this. Millions of men taking these medications every day, unknowingly creating a B12 deficiency that sabotages their energy and well-being. Vitamin B12 acts as the central battery of your metabolism. It's what allows your body to convert food into ATP, the energy that powers every cell. When that battery is weak, the whole system falters. Red blood cell production drops, leaving your tissues starved of oxygen. Your nerves, without proper protection, start to fail. The consequence for you is extreme fatigue that coffee can't fix, muscle weakness, numbness, tingling, memory issues, and even depression. The great news, however, is that replenishing your B12 stores can lead to a transformative change. Natural food sources are abundant: meat, shellfish, liver, fish, poultry, eggs, and dairy. For a concentrated boost, foods like oysters, clams, and sardines are especially rich in this vital nutrient. For those following a vegetarian or vegan diet, extra caution is needed. In this case, it's crucial to seek out B12-fortified foods like cereals, plant-based milks, and nutritional yeast, and a good supplement should be part of your strategy. Speaking of supplements, let's clear something up. You'll see names like cyanocobalamin and methylcobalamin. Cyanocobalamin is the most common, and your body converts it perfectly into the active forms it needs. Both work very well, so don't fall for marketing that makes you pay more for methylcobalamin unless you have a diagnosed rare metabolic condition. In extreme cases of malabsorption, B12 injections may be necessary, but for most men, a daily oral tablet does the job of restoring levels effectively. We're almost there. Once we explore the next vitamin, I promise to reveal the #1 mistake that sabotages supplement results and how you can avoid it. We've already seen how cobalamin, our second vitamin, reignites your metabolic engine. But we still need the nutrient that ties it all together and is the cornerstone of your male health. Now, for our third and final essential vitamin, I want you to take a trip back in time with me. Go back to your childhood. Remember those summer days, playing outside until the sun went down, completely oblivious to the heat beating down on your skin? You didn't know it at the time, but in those moments, your body was quietly producing a powerful substance, almost like a hormone, a substance that kept your bones strong as steel, your immune system on high alert, and crucially, your blood vessels flexible and healthy. That magical substance is vitamin D, often called the sunshine vitamin. Now let's return to today's reality. Most of us spend our days indoors, locked in offices or at home, and when we go out, we're covered in clothing or slathered in sunscreen. Without realizing it, we're blocking this natural source of power. And worse, aging delivers a double blow. First, as we age, our skin becomes less efficient at producing 7-dehydrocholesterol, the key substance that reacts with sunlight to create vitamin D. Second, our kidneys also lose some of their ability to convert this vitamin into its fully active, usable form. The result? By the time many men reach their 60s, their vitamin D levels have plummeted. And this isn't an isolated issue. Worldwide, over 1 billion people are deficient, with older adults at particular risk. So why does this matter so much for your energy, performance, and vitality? Because vitamin D does far more than just strengthen bones. It acts like a conductor, binding to receptors in nearly every tissue in your body, influencing everything from gene expression to immune function and hormonal balance. But for us men, the most critical and impactful connection is its effect on a miracle molecule, nitric oxide, or simply NO. And what exactly does this miracle molecule, nitric oxide, do? Think of it as the switch that opens your body's floodgates. It's know that your blood vessels release to relax and dilate, allowing a powerful surge of blood to flow to your muscles, and more importantly, to your erectile tissue. Now, see the connection. When your vitamin D levels are low, your vessels simply can't produce enough nitric oxide. The switch gets stuck. The result? A cascade of problems: poor circulation, less stamina and strength at the gym, and, of course, weaker, less reliable erections. The science backs this up overwhelmingly. A study published in the prestigious The Journal of Sexual Medicine found that men with severe erectile dysfunction had significantly lower vitamin D levels than men with mild issues. And it doesn't stop there. Researchers studying heart disease are finding the exact same link, noting that low nitric oxide availability is the central mechanism connecting vitamin D deficiency to heart problems. The takeaway is powerful. Restoring your vitamin D levels can dramatically improve your blood flow. For us men, this translates directly into results you can feel. You may experience what many call miracle effects: the return of morning erections, much better pumps at the gym, and a renewed zest that helps you tackle your projects with enthusiasm. And this isn't just for older men. For a man in his 20s or 30s, this isn't about fixing a problem. It's about optimization and hitting your peak performance. Optimized. O production means your muscles receive nutrients more efficiently, your recovery speeds up, and you can push past your performance limits. But if you're in your 40s or 50s, the story is about preservation and restoration. It's about tackling head-on that gradual decline in energy and sexual performance that so many men passively accept as the natural course of aging. However, it's critical to understand an important opposing scientific perspective. It suggests that low vitamin D isn't always the root cause, but rather a symptom of a bigger issue: an unhealthy lifestyle. Let's connect the dots. Who has the lowest vitamin D levels? Sedentary people who don't go outside and likely have a poor diet. These are precisely the same factors that lead to poor cardiovascular health and erectile dysfunction. What does this mean for you? The argument is clear. Believing that just taking a vitamin D pill without changing your lifestyle, without improving your diet, managing stress, ensuring quality sleep, and exercising will likely end in disappointment. Think of vitamin D as a powerful tool, but a tool is only useful if you have a construction plan. It's a critical piece of the puzzle, but it's not the whole puzzle. Let's get practical with an example. Imagine two 45-year-old men, both with the same issues: low vitamin D and low energy. Man A buys the tool. He starts taking 5,000 IU of vitamin D daily, but keeps his old habits. Man B focuses on the construction plan. He starts a daily 20-minute walk in the sun, improves his diet, and ensures 7 to 8 hours of sleep per night, even without supplementing at first. Who do you think would feel more transformed, with deeper and longer-lasting improvements in vitality after 3 months? The answer shows us the way. But how do we get enough? The primary, most effective source is sunlight. When the sun's UVB rays hit your skin, They trigger a reaction that converts a type of cholesterol into cholecalciferol, vitamin D3. From there, your liver and kidneys convert it into the active hormone calcitriol. Keep in mind that food alone contributes only about 20% of what you need. The vitamin D from your diet is just a complement. That means the vast majority, the other 80%, must come from sun exposure. But, as we've seen, older skin produces far less vitamin D. This doesn't mean you should give up on the sun. It means you need a deliberate and safe daily sun exposure strategy. The recommendation is simple. Try to expose your arms and legs to the sun for 15 to 20 minutes, preferably in the morning or late afternoon when the sun is less intense. And a crucial detail: no sunscreen during this short period. But take care never to reach the point of burning. Now, there are important exceptions. If you live in a high latitude where winter sun is weak, have darker skin that naturally filters more UVB rays, or simply spend most of your time indoors, supplementation becomes essential. And when choosing, the decision is clear. Always opt for vitamin D3 over D2. Scientific studies unanimously show that D3 is more effective at raising blood levels and stays active in your body much longer. To be clear, the National Institutes of Health, NIH, endorse this choice, confirming that D3 is more effective and has longer-lasting action in the body. As for dosage, the consensus among experts ranges from 1,000 to 4,000 IU daily. However, this is a general recommendation. The smartest way to determine your dose is through a blood test, which your doctor can order. Now, the secret to using vitamin D safely and with maximum effectiveness: always combine it with vitamin K2. Think of K2 as the traffic director for calcium. It ensures calcium is deposited in your bones and teeth, not dangerously accumulating in your arteries. You can find it in natto, aged cheeses, and specific supplements. To boost your dietary intake, focus on fatty fish like salmon, tuna, and mackerel, as well as egg yolks and liver. Keep an eye on milks, including plant-based ones like almond, soy, or oat, and cereals that are fortified. For vegans and vegetarians who need extra attention, there's a brilliant trick. Exposing mushrooms to sunlight for 15 to 30 minutes before cooking dramatically increases their vitamin D levels. In the world of supplements, the source is everything. The vegan version of vitamin D you should look for is derived from lichen, not lanolin from sheep's wool. And a special warning: men with conditions affecting the gut, like Crohn's, celiac disease, or IBS, face an extra challenge. Fat absorption is impaired, meaning this fat-soluble vitamin can't enter your system efficiently. For them, higher oral doses or vitamin D injections, always under medical supervision, may be necessary. But never forget the hierarchy. Foods are supporting players. They provide small amounts and serve to complement, not replace, the combination of sunlight and supplements. So now, the power is yours. You've learned about the 3 essential vitamins for older men who refuse to give up on their energy, performance, and vitality. In summary, vitamin E for flexible blood vessels and high testosterone, vitamin B12 for a revved-up metabolism and nerves of steel, and vitamin D for more nitric oxide, strong bones, and balanced hormones. Think of these 3 nutrients as your elite team. When they work together, they target the root causes of the complaints that plague so many men over 60. Weak erections, chronic fatigue, mental fog, and low mood. Now, before I give you the final tip on the mistake you must avoid, I want to offer you something extra. I want to pause and share something I prepared especially for this community. It's a detailed roadmap for male vitality, compiling 100 practical strategies. In it, you'll find everything from nutrition that boosts vitality, exercises to restore flexibility, to ancient methods for optimizing your hormones and reigniting the spark in your relationship. Why is this so crucial? Because society has taught us to accept that after 60, energy, mental clarity, and a satisfying love life are things of the past. The problem isn't aging. The problem is that we were never taught the right secrets to thrive. Afterward, come back and we'll continue. Before you rush out to stock up on pills, let's talk about the biggest mistake men make with vitamins. They assume all supplements are created equal and opt for the cheapest bottle on the shelf. The supplement industry is poorly regulated. Many products use synthetic forms your body can't absorb well, doses that are too low to make a difference, or so high they can harm you. Synthetic vitamin E, DL-alpha tocopherol, for example, is a mix of 8 stereoisomers, only one of which your body can actually use. Cheap B12 tablets sometimes contain fillers that irritate the gut, while low-quality vitamin D capsules may deliver less than their labels claim. For real results, choose supplements that use natural forms in clinically significant doses. Look for third-party testing seals, read ingredient lists, and avoid artificial dyes and preservatives. Better yet, prioritize whole foods and lifestyle changes. A handful of nuts and seeds provides natural vitamin E. Lean meats, seafood, and dairy give you readily absorbable B12. Regular, safe sun exposure and fatty fish provide vitamin D. Supplements should fill gaps, not replace healthy habits. Before starting any new supplement, especially at higher doses, consult your doctor and consider a blood test to tailor your plan. To recap, declining sexual performance and energy are not inevitable parts of aging. They're often warnings that your body is missing something essential. By replenishing vitamin E, vitamin B12, and vitamin D, you support the very systems that make you feel vibrant. Blood flow, nerve function, hormone production, and energy metabolism. Within weeks, many men notice firmer erections, steadier energy, better mood, and sharper thinking. Over months, you can rebuild your strength and confidence, feeling like a stronger, more centered version of yourself. If this video helped you understand what might be holding you back, please give it a like and subscribe for more science-based advice tailored for men over 60. Leave a comment below about your experience with vitamins or any questions you have. And don't forget to share this video with a friend who needs it. Together, we can show that aging doesn't mean giving up on vitality. It just means being smart about the nutrients your body craves.